All right, welcome to the Hellion Rocks. I've got my good buddy Kurt Arft on the line. Kurt, how you doing, man?
I'm doing awesome. Thanks, bro.
Cool. I know, last time we talked, you were getting the Mind Merchant thing started. Tell us how that's going for you right now.
It's going great. We've been, probably for the last month, we've been writing, and we got quite a bit of material put together now, and we're looking to we got enough material now to record a full-length album, which is the plan, so we're probably going to go in the studio, I'd say, end of the summer or early fall, before winter, and record a record. So we're pretty stoked about that. We're really stoked about the new songs, and everybody's going to get to hear them too, because we're booking shows now from July all the way till the rest of the year. So been working on that too, and we got Ride for Dime coming up in July, so we're looking forward to that.
Nice. So the band's really starting to gel. Everybody's feeling good about each other. I know some of the tracks that we've all heard right now got a lot of good response, and people are really anxious to hear you guys. So that's a good deal. Glad to hear that.
Yeah. No, we actually broke in a second guitar player, Doug Earhart. He's our new guy, and he's fitting in perfectly. I mean, from day one, since when we first jammed, he was just perfect guy for us. He really complements Bob very well. Those two work great together at coming up with counterpoint parts and all the coloring and everything that those guys like to do. And we're firing on all cylinders now. Writing is, all five of us write, so I mean, we have like a plethora of material coming out, and it just kind of flows out of us. I mean, there's no I think we could probably do a double album if we wanted to.
Nice. Well, a quick question about that, since you said there's all of you guys are writing. You guys find yourself in a position where part of a song you wrote might mesh with part of a song that somebody else wrote, which in turn might fit with the part of somebody else wrote? You find a hybrid of songs coming, or is that pretty much you guys stick with what you guys write individually?
Oh, no. Everybody is involved in, I would say, 90% of the writing process comes from three or more of us. Like you said, I might have a part, and then Bob's got something, and it's actually amazing, because that's usually how it works. Somebody's got something they bring to the table, and we start jamming on it, and then somebody else has an idea for a bridge or a pre-chorus or a chorus or whatever, and that makes it so easy, because you just start jamming on somebody's idea, and then all of a sudden it starts kind of making you make the creative juices flow a lot better, and you're just adding to what somebody else brought. So yeah, that's probably 90% of our writing process is the five of us in a room together and just jamming on someone's idea and just basically finishing it. We're good for about 2 songs a night at rehearsal. So
that's one of the things about Mind Merchant that I really dig is I get that organic vibe from you guys. It's pure rock and roll, and I can feel the infusion of the passion. You guys all are writers and players, so kudos to you guys on bringing back the feeling of rock and roll. It's not just a commercialized, throw out some stuff. You guys are definitely one of the new crop of bands that are getting back to that organic flow, so thank you for that. Oh,
no problem. I'm glad you said that, and I'm glad you get that out of what we're doing, because all of us come from different backgrounds musically, and but we also have a lot of similarities. We all like a lot of the same bands. We're all products of 60s and 70s music, and in my opinion, and I think I've said this a couple times to you, is 60s and 70s for me, hands down, was the best time period for music, as far as guitar players, songwriting, lead vocalists. I mean, I listen to that stuff all the time. I just can't get enough of it. And but you know, we all bring our own little style to the band, and it works. And you know, we definitely had kind of a vision for the band going out of the gates, and I think we found our identity now. You know, we have a core sound that we want to stick with, but I think we have enough diversity in all the songs that it doesn't get boring for
Right.
the fans and the listeners. You know, I mean, you know, some of the stuff we're working on now that we've been writing is, I mean, one of the songs is, there's like 3 bands that you could listen to the song and go, yes, I hear that style of band, you know, Dream Theater or Queensryche, and then, you know, the chorus is, you know, could come out of Godsmack. You know, it's fun, you know, when you're writing and you kind of go, yeah, that's on that, you know, not that we're trying to sound like anybody, but, you know, it's like there's definitely identifiable sounds and styles that we're coming from, and so it's working for us, you know. We got 2 awesome guitar players that both can play lead, and they trade off, and Steve, his vocal range is insane. I mean, the dude's a monster on lead vocals, and Mark behind the drums is, you know, he's crazy. He's a heavy-footed, heavy-pounding dude, and that's what I love out of my drummer. So I'm very happy with the players. We're all very accomplished players that have been doing this for some time and have worked at their craft very hard, and it shows. So I'm looking forward to everybody getting to hear more of what we've been doing, so that they can start kind of really getting behind us.
That's cool. I can't wait for that too, because some of the tracks that I have heard, you know, a lot that I've shared with other people, they're like, yeah, this is a good band. So we're all looking forward to seeing that come out, and I think there's a new crop of bands that are doing that. They're going back to where rock and roll meant something. So, you know, you guys are definitely on that wave. And then what you were saying about is your music is definitely familiar, but it's still you guys' own. You know, I can hear the influence, but at the same time, you're not, like you said, you're not copying them. So there's not that issue there. It's distinctly Mind Merchant.
Yep, right on. That's it.
Yep. And you got other good news, right? I know you're working with Wornstar. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I've been Wornstar Clothing is the company. They've been very good to me. I met Stefan and Sylvia, who are the owners. I met those guys about 3.5 years ago, right around when they just started Wornstar, and I was coming to them as a client and as an artist for Stefan's photography and for the clothes too. And so now and I was helping them out, you know, kind of on a part-time basis, probably for the last 1.5 years. Their company was growing, and they're, you know, doing it the right way. And you know, they're just good people. I mean, they're the kind of people that I want to be associated with. So finally they've gotten to a point now where they're growing even more, and they needed help, because it was just the 2 of them since the beginning. So now they've asked me to come on board full time with them as their acting general manager and operations manager, and help them manage this and help manage the growth and, you know, take them to the next level. So it's been great so far, and you know, it's going to be even better. You know, we have a busy summer ahead of us planned as far as live events that we're going to be having a booth at, where we have our clothes at, so that you know, we're trying to get as much exposure out there, just like a band would with the Wornstar brand. So busy summer, and you know, we get to see all our artists too, you know, as touring season. And so, you know, just last weekend, Memorial Day weekend, we were out at Rockford at the Rockford Speedway for a festival out there they were having, and device was playing, so we got to see Will and Will Hunt, who plays drums for Evanescence, but he also is playing on that project too. So it's always good to see him and to get to see the artists and catch up with them a little bit.
Beautiful. You know, I was actually a Wornstar customer before I really even knew you were involved with them, and I've got to say, quality clothes, and that's my preferred choice of clothing when I go out and do live interviews and stuff. And I've actually heard other touring musicians say that Wornstar Clothing is the premier clothes to take on tour with them. It holds up. They're happy with it. And as I go to more and more events and shows, I'm seeing more and more people wearing Wornstar Clothing. So good for you, man. It's a good company, and they couldn't have picked a better person to work with. So congratulations.
No, I appreciate that, and we definitely appreciate all the artists and everybody such as yourself that are our customers that go out and buy Wornstar Clothing and then wear it proud and spread the word for us. I mean, that's what it's all about, and it's just a good time. It's not even really like work. It's just you're doing something. Just like with music, with me, it's something you love and you're passionate about, and you want to see succeed. So, we definitely appreciate all the support, and we, continue to grow and work on new designs and shirts and everything for you guys. So, just kind of stay tuned to the Facebook page and our website's Wornstar.com. That's where you can basically see our whole catalog of men's and women's clothing, and go ahead and get yourself something cool.
Yeah, it is very, very cool, and they're great people to work with too. I bought stuff from them, and they've actually given me a little push on it since I give you guys a push. So they definitely work with their customers that are loyal and hold to them. And I've actually turned on a lot of people to the clothing line. So it's a good thing, and they're an American-based company, so I love that.
Yep, absolutely. We're doing a lot of things and moving towards making that even where it's we just appreciate all the support, the artists that support us, the people that support us. We really have no problem giving back and supporting whatever they're doing as well. It's important. It's the reason, I guess, why it works so well with me being there, and Stefan. He used to be in a band and a guitar player and stuff. He just gets it. As far as what it's like being in a band. That's what Wornstar is. You're building relationships and trying to support each other, and that's what it's all about. It's very gratifying, and I'm very, very proud and very happy to be part of it.
Awesome. We were talking a little bit earlier. You said you were a big fan of acoustic stuff, and you've got any chance we're going to see any solo stuff from you come out in the future?
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about our buddy Craw, who just released that acoustic track, and I just picked up the John Corabi Unplugged record and a new Tom Kiefer record, and I'm just like, man, I've always been a fan of acoustic guitar, and I've always played it, and so yeah, I'm collaborating with a very good friend of mine, Matt Ryan, who I've known for over 20 years. He actually was very instrumental in introducing myself and my now wife to each other. So we've been friends for a long time, and we've always wanted to work together. It's just never panned out. Now's the time. So we're getting together and beginning to write for an acoustic album, and you'll definitely see something from us probably next year. I would say by spring next year we should have something out for everybody, have a record. And we're probably just going to also, for the time being, I would say hopefully by the end of the year, if not earlier, by the end of the summer, we had talked about maybe just going out and doing a couple shows just locally, or regionally, you know, where we just play some, we've got a nice list of covers that we came up with that we really love to cover acoustically, and some that aren't acoustic, but we think we could make them sound cool acoustic. So, it'll be a mixture of originals and covers and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm definitely going to make that happen, and I'm looking forward to it. It's just another outlet for me, creatively, and like I said, I love acoustic guitar. I can't get enough of it. And so yeah, you'll definitely be hearing some stuff from us probably next year.
Awesome. We've been talking to Kurt Arft, Modern Merchant Bassist, GM for Wornstar. Dude, you got anything you want to shout out? The floor is yours to say anything you want to anybody. Go for it.
Yeah, I just want to, one, I want to thank you for always giving me the opportunity and giving me a mouthpiece to kind of update everybody on. I really appreciate that. And, you know, I appreciate everybody who stands behind me and supports me in all my endeavors, you know, Mind Merchant and Wornstar Clothing, and, you know, now I'm starting to write a new chapter as far as a solo artist slash, you know, collaborator with some people, and so I'm looking forward to getting out there again and really seeing everybody. That's I guess what I miss the most is when you're not touring, is you don't get to see all your friends and everybody that supports you, because I'm really a firm believer in getting to shake someone's hand and really looking them in the eye and saying thank you. So that's the plan, and I just want to say thanks to everyone for the continued support and positive feedback.
All right. Kurt Arft, great guy. I've gotten to know him a little bit over this last year. Definitely check out Mind Merchant. Definitely go to Wornstar Clothing. We look forward to hearing from you soon. Thanks, Kurt.
All right. Thanks, brother.